I just like the sound of it.
Yeah, ride the wave and get back. Crewing out a new rap pack. You know the boy very good with words.
Yeah.
I ain't know that you rap.
Finna get lit, yeah. All this drip, yeah. Audio. Chip for my whip, yeah. I gave him a clip, yeah. Living my script, yeah. One of the greats. You ain't on the list, yeah. Finna get lit, yeah. All this drip, yeah. Audio. Chip for my whip, yeah. Gave him a clip, yeah. Living my script, yeah. One of the greats. You ain't on the list, yeah.
Look, ride the wave and get back.
I'm really a problem and these niggas know that. Why beef for the nigga who can't get their hoe back? We keep them sticks, but we do not show that. Gang full of snipers, but no, I'm not Kodak. I'm dying a legend if you ask me. Out of your state, I was serving them P's. Graduated with A's and B's. Now my pocket filled up with them scene notes. Flow colder than ever, I think you might need your coat. Created my wave and somehow the haters are struggling staying afloat. Figures. I tried to link and work with a couple of niggas. If we jumping on tracks together, we all could be winners. But niggas ain't seeing the picture. The little money you charge for features, I spent that on dinner. I be all the roof Chris with my bitch taking shots to deliver. You get the message, I hope it deliver. Now you got the message, I know it delivered.
What's good, y'all? This is your boy Frank Lee, aka Frank the Host here. We're in the booth right now. FanSwap it is, and I'm with my main man, Pay2Play Rixh.
Yes, sir.
What's good, y'all?
What's going on, bro?
How you feeling, man?
Good, man. I can't complain.
Alright, you know what it is, y'all. When you come to the show, rappers gonna rap. You just spit something for us right now. Explain to us really quick what that verse means.
That verse just kind of came out from spur of the moment. I had one of my good homeboys call me and he said that he had a beat that he wanted me to sample. I actually went and did it, and that's just what kind of came out. I started talking about whatever I was feeling at the moment, and during that time, I just felt like, like niggas can't fuck with me. So I kind of started my verse off like that, and I was also kind of like frustrated with the guys and the other rappers at the music scene. So I kind of spoke on, the fact that they charging for features and stuff like that. So I just kind of put all of those things into that one verse, man.
Exactly. Okay, so that's a conversation to have. Charging for features. Some artists feel like you shouldn't charge for features. We just heard an interview and Jay-Z says he didn't charge people for features. I mean, you gotta be on a certain level, but he wasn't charging.
Right.
But you feel some type of way about that.
I do feel some type of way about that. I feel a way about it because coming from where we come from, bro, everybody's on the same platform. We all on the same level. Because of that, if we want to change that, we need to be working together, and it makes it harder for us to work together when you want to charge the next man. And I'm confused on why you're trying to charge the next person when what have you done what are you worth to make somebody else pay that money for you? See, a lot of artists think that because they've been rapping for a long time or they've been in the game for a long time that they deserve a payment, but I don't see it that way.
So what do you feel like, so if because you have A-list, B-list, C-list. So what you just said right now, there really isn't no A, B, C.
I feel like there's an A, B, C, and when you get to that level. But I feel like on a local level, there's no A, B, and C. It's either you local or you A, B, and C.
Yeah, gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
So if you're local for him, because I get certain people, but as long as you have, because I know we got some people here that charge $800 a verse. For you to even get on a song.
And my question to them would be, what have they done for somebody to pay them $800 for a verse?
Because you got to get something out of it. I agree.
You feel what I'm saying? If I come to you and I say, yo, bro, I want a verse, and you like, well, it's going to be $800. In my mind as a businessman, I need to know that $800 is going to be an investment into my career, but putting you on my verse is going to elevate my music. If I don't see that, then why am I going to pay you?
$800. I agree with that. But I mean,
just my take.
I feel you. A lot of people would feel it's a little bit different. I think their approach to music, if you're hungry, we know you're hungry. One artist says he charges because it's costing him his time and studio time to be able to do it. And I agree with that too.
Right.
But as long to me as if like I know artists out here, they do it for fun. I'm serious if I don't rap, I don't do music. But I'm serious about, if I was doing an artist, if I was an artist, I would be serious
Right.
at what I do.
Correct.
So I'm not trying to just go out here and just, do a verse with somebody who's going to go and do nothing with it.
Right. And I'm not saying that you can't be, mindful and be picky about who you work with. That's totally fine. But I just don't, in my mind, I just don't see the reasoning on why somebody needs to pay you.
Okay.
All
right, so when we come down to the hip hop game, explain to everyone on the swap in the booth what the P2P stands for.
So P2P stands for pay to play. When you think about life, everything that you have to do in life, you gotta pay to play. I mean, when it comes down to getting a job, it comes down to leaving your house in the morning or during the day, you gotta pay to play. Whatever that you want to do, if you want to have lights on at your house, you gotta pay for that. If you want food in your refrigerator, you gotta pay for that, and that's a lifestyle. So that's kind of where I kind of got that from.
Most definitely. Now, you just dropped the album.
I did.
Listen to it all the way through. I will tell you, people send me music every day. So for me to listen to your album all the way through, you caught my attention.
I appreciate it.
I had to, man. Much love. But talk about the album cover. The album cover, Commonwealth, right? For the Commonwealth.
For the Commonwealth, yeah.
Talk about the meaning behind For the Commonwealth.
Okay, so the meaning behind the For the Commonwealth was that I wanted something that people could relate to, and I felt like that I needed to do something that was also going to be creative. So For the Commonwealth means for the state of Virginia. Virginia is a Commonwealth state, so it's for the Commonwealth. But also, if you pay attention to what's on the cover, it's like a play on stocks. And the thing that's been going on in the world right now is a lot of people have been paying attention to stocks and things like that. So For the Commonwealth would mean the Commonwealth between you and I, because so that's where that came from. It's like a play on words.
Gotcha. And then I saw on the album cover, you had something with stocks on it. So you saw, I picked it up when I saw it. I was like, stocks.
Yeah.
So you do stocks.
Right. I'm in it, but I ain't gonna say I'm,
professional.
I'm not no professional or anything like that. I just do what I do.
Gotcha. That's a big thing right now. Stock market. I'm in it, but don't call me about it. I got a little money invested.
Yeah.
I think it's important that you should have some type of, that's my thought. I think you should have some type of money invested. But For the Commonwealth, it's super dope. And so tell us about your journey to this point right now. I love your bio. I think that it's what most artists go through, as far as in like, we get into the music and you question it and all. And I want to do it. And then you come out very sound and also very clear. Your music is very clear, which says you're serious about your craft.
Very much so. I'm investing in myself every day. I think that that's most important. I feel like in anything that you want to do, if you really want to make something out of it, you need to invest in yourself. Because if you're not going to do that, then you're kind of wasting your own time. You're playing yourself per se.
Gotcha. Okay, and now your story. Tell us about your story real quick. For those who don't know, he has a story behind his journey to now, and so I want to talk about that.
Okay.
If you don't mind, tell me about your journey to now, and how you got to this spot right now.
Okay, so it's pretty simple. I started back in Richmond. A couple of guys that I grew up with wanted to do music. So we would like play around a little bit with it, and one of my guys actually went to go get some recording stuff, like some recording equipment. We started playing around with it, making certain songs and stuff like that, but nobody really took it serious. It was kind of like a thing we kind of did on the side. Also while going to school and things of that nature. But during that time, I think that my friends noticed and I noticed that I actually had something there, but I just didn't know it in myself to take it serious. So I just continued to play with it. And then my mom ended up getting breast cancer. My mother got breast cancer. That kind of shut everything down. I'm just like, you know what? I gotta take my time and my energy into this right now, and I'll get back to that later. After that got done, I ended up going to college. I went to college for 4 years. During that time, I wasn't focused on music because I was trying to graduate.
Yeah.
And
what you went to school for?
I went to school for mass communications.
Okay.
I went to the illustrious Virginia State University as well.
All right, salute.
Yeah,
salute.
for sure. Shout out all the Trojans.
All right, that's you, Tim, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Shout out to the Wolves. Yeah. And A52 and all the good news, yo. Yeah. But yeah, so I went to school, graduated. I was working, doing certain things that wasn't in my field. I just wasn't happy with what I had going on. The pandemic actually hit. And when that happened, I was just sitting around. I had lost my job. I didn't have nothing going on for myself, and I was just like, you know what? This would be the perfect time for me to jump back into music. I knew a lot of people were sitting at home, weren't doing anything. I was collecting unemployment, so I had like some little cash that I could invest like into studio time and stuff like that. And I just would jump out there and did it. You feel me? I woke up one day, I was just like, I'm gonna go to the studio. And I went, and ever since then, I've just been going and building my catalog, bro. And then that's how I got to where I'm at.
Dope. I love the journey. I love it. And especially, you know, during the pandemic, a lot of times people sit around. A lot of people I know sat around. I feel like this was the time when it was the time to get to work.
Get to work.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people really didn't know how to handle that situation. You had some people that were just kind of like, oh, I think I could take this time and actually chill. And then you had some people who were like, I'm gonna use this time to my advantage and actually get ahead on some shit. So, you know,
that's what you did.
That's what I did.
Yeah, salute to everybody who actually did that. You know, a lot of people, some people did it in different ways. Some people got out there. I feel like FanSwap, we kind of took off during the pandemic with more shows. Some people kind of invested into themselves and learned a lot. So when it's time to open up them doors, it's time to go.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
So salute to those people and those who've done it. So your journey to this point right now, it has been amazing. Now I asked a serious question before we shot. I have to ask this question now because we live now. Okay.
All right.
We talked about Jay-Z and Lil Wayne, and the conversation came up with a bunch of people in the room. And we said, who's more of a GOAT, Jay-Z or Lil Wayne? I asked you out there, but I asked you right here because I'm a little older than you.
You are.
So you already know, like my people are going to say, most of them are going to say Jay-Z. But then there comes a hard divide, and most of them are going to say Lil Wayne. And it's exactly like that. I say Jay-Z, he says Lil Wayne. Explain yourself in the camera, please.
Okay, all right. First off, I am a student of music, and I totally understand why people would say Jay-Z. Jay-Z's substance in his music, his bars, his creativity, all is, I would say that he's ahead of Wayne in that aspect. But as an overall artist, I would say that Lil Wayne was the GOAT of our time. When you think of everything that's related to music, the whole board, Lil Wayne was on top of that shit for a whole year and a half, maybe longer. Am I wrong?
He was probably like a good 4 years.
Yeah.
He had a run for 4 years, but I know for a fact a year and a half, you probably couldn't hear another song on the radio without Lil Wayne on it.
I agree. I hear you on that.
Who does that?
Yeah, but we know.
How long was Jay-Z's run?
He's still running. He's a billionaire right now. He's still.
Are we talking about money or are we talking about music?
We're talking about artistry. He still has a label that is still producing great artists and signing people.
So businessman is what you're saying.
And he just dropped a song recently. When's the last time Wayne dropped something?
As far as by himself?
A verse or anything, yeah.
He just did a song not too long ago. I mean, it wasn't the best, but
right.
But
he just dropped Entrepreneur, and Entrepreneur actually was one of those songs that I felt like, he did his thing on that thing.
Right, I wouldn't take that away from him at all. I'll take that away from him.
But anyway, that's just my take on it. I don't know. I feel like Jay-Z all around is a better artist, and but I'm not taking anything from Lil Wayne, so don't come at me. You know what I mean? That conversation. I think that most people we get into this argument all the time. Like, man, I just don't see it. And then we talk about the whole writing thing. Wayne he has writers. Jay-Z had, if he does, no one's ever said it.
We just don't know about it. He might have kept that under wraps.
He's a billionaire, so
you can do stuff like that. With your money long like that, you can do stuff like that.
What do you feel about the artists getting people to write for them? Is it a part of the industry, or you feel like?
I don't know, man. I can't speak on that. Everything that I've done, recorded, created, I wrote myself. So I really don't understand the need for somebody else to write your music. I feel like if you are talented enough that you have the ability to write your own music, you should do it. I don't see a problem with having co-writers. I don't see a problem with me coming up with a song and I'm coming to you and say, hey, how can we make this better? That's a totally different conversation. But for you to write my actual song, no. I can't have respect or any dignity in my music if I know somebody else wrote it.
Yeah, I like that you said in your music because some people feel a little bit opposite. I'm like, I don't have respect for you because you got someone to write for you. I've come to learn recently that a lot of people have writers come in and help them write their songs.
Right.
Everyone from Meek to Chris Brown. Actually, somebody in our community, we've had him on our kickback on our Instagram. He's written for these artists, and I just thought it was cool. I didn't know that many people wrote.
What's your take on it?
My take on it is,
if you found out tomorrow that somebody was writing Jay-Z's rhymes, how would you feel about them then?
I'll be shocked. I don't know if I don't know. I mean, we know that Wayne had Gilly write for him. That's a fact.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I just think he wouldn't carry
as much weight.
Honestly.
Right.
Singers, on the other hand, I think singers, it's different for singers. But rappers, on the other hand, I think if you're a rapper, like I said, rappers gonna rap. If you're a rapper, you need to be able to have some bars ready. You gotta be able to write. And I think that that's a skill that you should have. That's my take on it.
Right.
So,
totally agree.
As a host and as somebody that sits on the other side of music,
mm-hmm.
I think you should have your own bars. I
totally agree.
So
no problem, because I got those.
Yeah, you got bars for days.
I ain't gonna say for days,
but you got it for at least
I
hours.
I got a couple. Yeah,
you got a couple hours in you. Got you. So yeah, man, I'm excited for what's going on, especially in the Richmond scene.
Mm-hmm.
Richmond scene has a community of hip hop artists that is, to me, is thriving. I think that you guys are at the heart of Virginia right now when it comes down to music. You guys have a scene out there that's amazing, and you're a part of it. And I'm excited to see what you're gonna do with it. Hopefully, I know you're gonna, when the pandemic opens up, that you'll be still going at it.
Right. And that's the plan. That's the plan. I want to definitely, when things open up, I just want to get more active. I want to network a little bit more, start tapping into the big players in the market, and just doing more things, bro. You know what I'm saying? Getting the brand out there, representing the brand.
Okay, cool. I like that, man. I like that. I like to see what you're doing, man. Keep it up. Keep doing your thing.
Will do, for sure.
What's the goal? What's the goal in the next couple months? You got anything
The goal before the end of this year is to drop 2 more tapes, man. I got 2 more tapes that I'm working on right now. I just want to keep staying consistent and continuously keep dropping great music, bro. Like, bringing quality and substance back, because I feel like nobody care about that shit no more, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's about how often you can be consistent and how quick you can make a TikTok song.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that's what it's about. So I want to make sure that I'm making a stamp for the people that's actually putting substance and creativity into their music, and I want to do that the rest of this year. Make that lane, open that lane back up.
So, okay, you did at the very beginning of this interview, you said you hit that, talking about rappers not being what it used to be,
Right.
So I can tell that right now, that bothers you.
It very much so.
It bothers me. I'm not gonna lie, it bothers me. It's kind of hard for me to listen to a lot of new rap music. Honestly,
I like the vibe. I ain't gonna lie. It's cool when I'm out.
Mm-hmm.
But when I need something to stimulate my mind, bro, I'm not listening to that shit.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I'm saying? I need something that's gonna talk to me and give me some life lessons and, guide me in a certain.
That's what hip hop was.
Exactly. That's what it originated from.
Yeah,
those things that we got from that knowledge, bro, it was crazy.
Yeah.
We're not getting that no more.
You're right. We're not at all.
They telling us to pop pills and do drugs and
that's not
weird shit.
Yeah, I know, right? And so, for me, hanging around the young cats, I actually like my favorite thing is pass the ox. I always say, yo, I give them the ox. All right, you show me your music, and I try my best, beyond the beat, because I ain't gonna lie, they got dope beats.
They do got
dope beats. But as
the
far as
production is great.
Content, and I'm like, man, this.
What is he talking about?
Yeah, what is going on right
What
now?
is he saying right now?
Oh my goodness. So I have a hard time. I respect music though. I respect people who are really invested into it. So I typically I don't say nothing. I kind of listen. Even like the whole Wayne thing. I respect Wayne. I'm not gonna lie, I do. But
and I respect Jay-Z.
So the content though is a big deal for me. And honestly, I think it's going back to that way. We do have some young cats like YB Corday.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Who's really coming out with some dope
You know
stuff.
who else is putting us back in that lane too that I really like a lot? And I'm gonna say this, he's definitely one of my new favorite rappers, Benny the Butcher.
Yeah, all of them.
Yeah. But I like Benny the Butcher out of all of them.
Yeah, okay.
Like the whole BSF, Griselda family.
Yeah.
Benny the Butcher, that's the guy.
Yeah, okay.
He's the one.
Yeah,
sure.
I'm actually shocked. I was actually shocked they actually came out at this time with their project.
Yeah, me
I was
too.
like, do they know what time it is?
Yeah,
This is 2020 right
it's
now.
crazy, but it's working though. It's working.
It is. Salute to them. Salute to you, man. Appreciate you coming to the booth.
Appreciate you, man.
Blessing the booth, man.
Thank you. I appreciate
it's been a
you.
big deal. Tell everybody real quick where they can find you and all your music and stuff.
Hey man, it's Pay2Play Rixh in this bitch. You can find me on all social media at P2P Rixh Music or Pay2Play Rixh. That's with a X and not a C.
You know what it is. You make sure you guys go give him some money too. He said pay to play.
You got to.
A little bit of money. Me too. With that being said, I want to tell you, no one told you, I want to tell you I love you. Before the culture to the community. P2P Rixh in the building.
We out.
I get active by the check, but I need more. Pay2Play Rixh in this bitch. Look, I rocked Invictus until I could get a rollie. Fear of God's got me feeling holy. Pants sagging, cause my pockets swollen, full of blue cheese and some guacamole. I've been really on a different time. Big noob, I let my diamond shine. No handouts, got it off the grind. Worked hard for it, I'ma die for mine. Blow my 9 if you cross the line. Lost my job at my 9 to 5, so I'm in the booth working full time. Hella hustle, got it off the muscle, make it look easy, but I'm working doubles. Stress the pack, now my profits double. Keep the bag close, stay away from trouble. I see the blitz, but I never fumble. Running to the bag, yeah, I'm chasing. Low-key sprinting, but I'm not racing. It's a marathon, so I'm just pacing. Nip taught me how to be patient. Young Spike Lee, I do the right thing. Money dirty, but my hands clean. Just invest the money, never touch a thing. Take a risk or you gon' die broke. I need more 20s, 50s, 100s. I'm on timing, and I get active by the check. I need more 20s, 50s, 100s. I'm on timing, I get active by the check. Been by the bag, but I need 6 figures. Building my team with nothing but winners. Drawing the plays of young Doc Rivers. I'm trying to borrow from some of the winner. Niggas slick hating and I hear the whispers. I'm cutting them off cause they pass me the scissors. You can't get money by beefing with niggas, so everything plant-based, my green up on niggas. I'm really a boss, but I'm not the biggest. Shut out the Ross, Bel Air when I'm sipping. Pop me a bottle, I open the business. It's not a farm, just invest in my chicken. Making these moves got me close to the winning. I hear demons talking, they want me back sending. Told you my plan, he said, nigga, you tripping. Stay out the street and stick to the mission. I need more 20s, 50s, 100s. I'm on timing, and I get active by the check. I need more 20s, 50s, 100s. I'm on timing, yeah, I get active by the check. I need more 20s, 50s, 100s. I'm on timing, and I get active by the check. I need more 20s, 50s, 100s. I'm on timing, yeah, I get active by the check. And I get active by the check.
This shit been something that we was doing. I'm not like just jumping back in the game, but a lot of niggas think I'm just jumping back in the game. You feel me? But I'm making it look like I've been here forever. You know what I'm saying? I'm making a lot of new niggas feel like, you feel me, that I've been here forever.
Invest in my winnings. I'm learning from losses, and that's how I'm living. Blessed with a gift, I'm just use what I'm given. Found what to do when life gave me lemons, making lyrical lemonade a good feeling. High for life, still roll up in a minute, cause whenever I'm down, the gas keep me lifted. Chasing my dreams, avoiding the sinning.